Hey guys, we're here for another episode of Movies and News with Campo Reviews. I'm your boy Campo. I tell you things about movies and other things that are things. Alright guys, let's just jump right into this. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
Alright, so we got some stuff. Trailers. Movie trailers. Bad Times at the El Royale. That shit looks great. You got Jeff Bridges. You got some other people. I don't remember who else was in it, but I know it looked dope as shit, and I'm gonna watch the shit out of that movie when it comes out. How to Train Your Dragon 3. Saw that trailer. It was mediocre AF. Am I gonna watch it? I don't know. We'll ask somebody else, because it doesn't look as good as the second one, and the second one wasn't as good as the first one, and that's the way she goes. Lego Movie 2. Oh my god, that trailer looks very bad. What happened? The first movie was good. Now you effed up. I don't know. Someone leave a comment below, please. Tell me about Lego Movie trailer, because I don't know what the hell that was, but that looks real bad. Halloween, the new one, the remake, looks awesome. This movie takes place after the original movie, so all the continuity of the whole series, which is already messed up as hell, is erased. This movie takes place immediately after the second movie. Well, obviously it's like 40 years later or whatever.
No, it's after the first movie.
What did I say?
Second.
Alright, producer Drew jumped in there. It takes place after the first movie. It is the second movie now, and it takes place 40 years after that. Whatever, it looks dope. I want to watch it. Good job. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Surprisingly, this movie looks really good. When I heard animated Spider-Man movie, I was like, yeah, whatever. And then when Childish Gambino wasn't going to be Miles Morales, I was like, even more like upset, because he plays him in the cartoon show, and I was like, I really wanted that. Not going to happen, but it actually looks really good. I'm excited to see it, see where they could take that. It's like a whole new thing you can do, because it's a whole new world, then you could build so much more in an animated universe. One movie I want to talk about, I didn't realize it was already coming out. I watched the latest trailer for Superfly, the remake of the 70s blaxploitation movie. It looks so bad. The movie's out right now. I'm not going to watch this. I refuse to watch this. It looks so horrible. I don't even want to give them any of my money, or it does not deserve it. I'll watch a trailer for yourself and you let me know. There's a reason these kind of movies worked in the 70s, because that was just a thing. They were making these movies left, right, and center, so it was just became like a perfect match of the kung fu movies that were popular at the time and like the gangster type movies that were popular at the time, and that just doesn't work anymore. And I don't know. Dumbo released a teaser trailer for the live action version, and it wasn't a lot, but what I saw I didn't like, and I don't even think this movie deserves a live action version. Like, I know Disney's going ham right now making live actions of their animated films. I don't know. I don't even know what to think. That's like a toss up. We also got The Nun, which I thought both Conjurings are scary as hell. I don't even want to rewatch them, to be honest. So that's not my thing. I've seen them both. They were both good movies, and they were both scary. Both Annabelles from the same universe. They were both decent, you know. The Nun actually does not look good. I was not a fan of that trailer. It looked pretty like lost. It doesn't know where it's going. It is a trailer. We'll decide later. Bumblebee, the prequel to Transformers with Haley Steinfeld, is coming out, and I don't know. I liked it. Like, surprisingly, like, I'm not gonna say it was good. It looks like it might be a decent watch compared to like the last 3 Transformers movies that came out. Maybe all of them except the first one. Yardy, which was about a Jamaican like drug dealer or a gangster that moves to England and joins a gang and gets caught up in all this stuff. It looked really cool. Kind of looks like similar to like a Shawtas, but like in England. And I was a pretty big fan of that trailer. I like that. It doesn't have that great reviews. It's directed by Idris Elba, so I don't know. That's a cool thing to look for. And White Boy Rick with Matthew McConaughey, that looked really cool. I like that trailer. I'm excited for that movie. I don't know if it's based on a true story or not. Like, it tries to hint that it is, but whatever. And now some new news. Well, new doo-doo. Okay, so there's gonna be a new Joker solo movie based on Jared Leto's Joker. Yeah, I don't know if this movie's necessary. I don't know who asked for this movie. I don't know who wants this movie. I'm not saying I don't want a Joker movie, but like, are we ready to have a Joker movie? There's not even a Batman movie. The universe is not built. There's no Warner Brothers should have took a page from one of their own franchises with Harry Potter. And I know, like, everyone always complains, oh, DC is darker than Marvel, and yeah, I get it. Okay, you're going for a different thing, and now they're trying to lighten it up and all this. Harry Potter built a universe. I'm not gonna give it that much credit. A lot of the character arcs and stuff are not heavy, but they built this world, and every next movie you watch, you feel more like, I know what's happening, I understand this world, I know these people, these are my friends, I can hang out with these guys, I know where we're going. DC was like, okay, we're gonna you're gonna give you Harry Potter 1, which was like Superman, Man of Steel, and then we're gonna jump to Harry Potter 5 and give you Batman vs Superman, and then we're gonna release Fantastic Beasts, which is Suicide Squad, before we even got anywhere else in the universe, so we don't even know why we're getting Fantastic Beasts. It just happened. And then they went back, gave us Wonder Woman, which was really good, which was like another solo Harry Potter movie that we needed to help. But then instead of continuing to build that universe from there, they immediately gave us Justice League, which was the finale of like Harry Potter. Like, you have to build the universe. You can't just keep jumping into things. We don't need a Joker movie. We don't need 2 Joker movies especially. You have the one with Joaquin Phoenix, which, okay, good, happy about that. Jared Leto's Joker, I don't even know how I felt about him in the first place, and now I'm gonna get a solo movie about him. And the thing that makes it worse is that I read on the internet that the Suicide Squad whole individual storylines, including Joker, takes place in the same universe as the DCEU, but out of continuity, which doesn't make any sense. So everything they do has no factor on the universe, but they still live in the same universe. And Batman was in Suicide Squad, so figure that shit out. And the other Joker movie takes place completely out of it. It has nothing to do with the universe. We also got some footage from Aquaman, which there's supposed to be a trailer coming soon. I'm not sure the release date. It should be really soon. I don't even think there was an Aquaman trailer yet, to be honest, which is surprising. It comes out in December. Usually with a Marvel movie, you'd have a trailer last year. And Wonder Woman footage, like shots released of her new costume and stuff, and it looks really cool. There's a picture of Steve Trevor, which I don't know how he's back because he died in the first one. Spoilers if you live under a rock. But I don't know. That's the way she goes for that. That's it for that. You got all your news right there. That's it for Have You Seen This? Have You Heard About This? And we're going to jump into the next part of the show. I'm just going to give you guys, well, finally, my top 15 movies of 2017. I don't know why it took so long to do this video. I should have released this so long ago. For anyone who cares still, here's the list. Honorable mention to Disaster Artist, Paddington 2, Coco, Molly's Game, Logan Lucky, It, and Thor Ragnarok. Just like shoutouts to some movies that deserve shoutouts. Here we go, top 15. Number 15, The Darkest Hour with Gary Oldman. This movie is a pretty good look at the events of Dunkirk, which we'll get to later, but from the other side. So this movie looks at it from the perspective of the politicians and what are we going to do, and like how it came together. Gary Oldman is amazing in this movie. He won Best Actor. He was hands down the best performance of the year, male or female or dog. He was the best. It's worth watching just for him. Just for him alone playing Winston Churchill. Number 14, I, Tonya. I, Tonya is a really interesting movie. It has some laughs. It's actually just like a story that you didn't even think you wanted to know about, but you know, when you get to know it, it's good. It's a little repetitive, but great performances. Margot Robbie's really good. Sebastian Stan's really good, and Allison Janney is like amazing in this. But Margot Robbie really shows off her acting chops in this. It shows that she really could do it. I'm surprised how good she was. Number 13, Get Out. Get Out is a great mix of horror and comedy, even though it's more of like a thriller, but it does it well, as well as having a really side story, like look at racism without like, doesn't hit you in the face with it. It's kind of subtle. Like it eventually builds to the point of like you understand where they're going, but like in the beginning it's just slowly like throws it at you and it's trying to see if you understand where it's going as well. And it's really smart. Jordan Peele's first movie as a director, and he does a good job. It's definitely worth checking out, so do that. Number 12, Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was fantastic. The best movie of the DCEU so far. One of the best superhero movies ever released so far too. Probably in my top 10. Gal Gadot's great. It's worth checking out. It's a little bit too long, but it made the list. Number 11, The Big Sick. This is a really solid rom-com that has a lot of heart and a really good storyline to go with it. Good date movie. Check it out. Number 10, Wind River. This is a great mystery thriller with Elizabeth Olsen and Jeremy Renner, so Hawkeye and Scarlet Witch. 100% recommend checking this out. This movie is so good. It was so unexpectedly good. Like I knew it was going to be okay, and it blew me away. Great performances, and the score for this movie is amazing. It's so haunting. Like it's like Yeah, you got that. You know what I mean? Number 9, Florida Project. This movie is an attempt to show you the everyday lives of lower class people living in Florida, like a whole new type of people that just live out of motels. It's a really good movie. I'm not going to take that away from it. I mean, I didn't like it that much, but its spot on this list is earned under its own merits. Whether I liked it or not, I just believe that it deserves a spot in the top 10 here. But yeah, it's kind of scary to see the way that society and like people are going in, especially in the States, with like no education and living off nothing, just milking the government and stealing and stuff, and it's really messed up. Number 8, Lady Bird. This is a great coming-of-age comedy. Saoirse Ronan and Laurie Metcalf, who gives an amazing performance. Laurie Metcalf is so good in this movie. The whole movie's pretty solid overall. Definitely worth checking this one out. It'll give you some laughs. It has a fun story. It really builds from the start to the finish without really letting you know where it's going until you get there. Number 7, Logan. The best superhero movie of the year. Probably top 5 all time. This movie killed it. They gave it the R rating. It came through bloody. Did exactly what you want from Old Man Logan. Hugh Jackman is fantastic. The little girl, I don't remember her name, she's really good in it. It's a solid superhero movie. Number 6, Good Time. Good Time is a movie about 2 brothers that rob a bank. One of the brothers gets caught and he's mentally handicapped. So the other brother spends the next 24 hours trying to go through all this stuff, and it's like a craziest day of anyone's life trying to get his brother out of jail. It's actually pretty epic. Number 5, Baby Driver. Great movie by Edgar Wright. It's a nice addition to his filmography. Funny, it has action, it's well paced, really good acting in it. Jamie Foxx, Kevin Spacey, Ansel Elgort, John Hamm, like solid cast. Some really good driving scenes. It's kind of a throwback to like the old school car chase movies and worth a watch. Definitely. Top 5. Come on. Number 4, Call Me By Your Name. This is an amazing like romantic story that doesn't even tell you where it's going. It starts out as a coming of age story and just builds into this thing that you weren't even, it just takes you to this place, and it's so well filmed and acted. The acting is fantastic, the writing is fantastic, the directing is unbelievable, everything looks amazing. It's filmed in like 1980s Italy is what it looks like, and like I immediately just wanted to move there after watching this. Everything is so like perfectly on point about the filming of this movie, and it has a great ending. Like this movie just captures emotion so well and carries it throughout. Number 3 is 3 Billboards Over Ebbing, Missouri. This is a really well written and directed and acted movie. I don't even have much to say about this. It's totally worth watching. It just comes out of left field. You just kind of get thrown into the middle of a situation and it carries, and by the end you're so like wrapped up in what's happening and like how messed up everything is, and you just want them to find justice, and it's just works really well. Number 2, Blade Runner 2049. This one and 3 Billboards could go back and forth for me, even with Call Me By Your Name. The reason this is number 2 is because the story's good. It's like a film noir, just like the other one. It has a nice little mystery to it. Doesn't really let you know where it's going. The acting is good. The directing is good. The writing is pretty good. I mean, there's not too much dialogue. There could have been more of that, but the action is awesome, and the visual aspect of this movie is so amazing. It's easily, if not the best, the top 3 best looking movies ever. The CGI is so good. The coloration, it's such a dark, dim place, and it's full of like these big neon bright signs, and it's crazy. It's just worth the watch just for the visuals alone. And number 1, another movie with outstanding visuals. This movie was made for IMAX, for big sound, boom sound, and like great 4K quality visuals. Dunkirk, Christopher Nolan's latest movie. It's amazing, good acting. It shows you the Battle of Dunkirk, same as Darkest Hour, but this time it's from the aspect of the civilians that go to save the soldiers and the soldiers that are on the beach, as well as the soldiers in the planes that were defending them on the beach while the boats were on their way. So it shows you all 3 sides of this story, and it's like really well developed. It has good arc arcs, good like development throughout it. The writing is solid, the directing is amazing. Everything about this movie makes you feel like you're there. Every time it's with the planes, you feel like you're in the plane. Every time you're on the beach, you feel like you're on the beach getting shot at, trying to hide in the bunkers. Feel like you're on those boats going out there to save them, and like this is like a true story, so it holds a lot of weight. And to get two movies in the same year and show you both sides of the story is pretty crazy. Dunkirk, best movie of the year, hands down. That's my top 15 of the year. With my honorable mentions, guys, leave a like, comment, let me know what you think. Let me know what your lists were. Subscribe to us, Roblox Games. Peace out.